To Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense is on the field for the first time today. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Right back to the well. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running it to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt. They want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for...
He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. BYU right back to the line.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. BYU has this offense quickly. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got it. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute the red zone.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Extending the play. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Just drives it between the uprights. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And the Cougars will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. And they get him down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Finds his man enough for the first. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Hand off from the shotgun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Coming after it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. They'll leave it with him. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another first down.
I mean, it's just crazy, the list of guys they've had play here in the Wisconsin tradition, and it continues, right? Everybody who's here, you're going to be featured. You're going to get touches. So, hey, recruits, you want to carry the football a lot? Come to Wisconsin.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And wings it incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebackers.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's York. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move on.
That's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
He'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Daly. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Gets it out quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Badgers have pushed it inside the 20.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He looks that one in nicely. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run it from the gun. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays.
Makes the catch down the right side. Nothing but green ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, BYU!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All wideouts, no backs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Daly. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. They'll go hurry up here. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
The inside handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Makes the catch past the sticks. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here.
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougar. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. With just about 30 seconds to go in the half, how aggressive do you want to be here? Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He caught it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badger. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Badgers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Cougars look to keep this drive humming. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. He lobs one high down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the misfire, now on second down. They're going to throw it again. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. BYU lines up quickly.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. On first and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. Try to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on third and goal from the 1. On the ground. Touchdown Cougars. They take the lead with the 6. Up and over. Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell a lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the running game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Going up top on first down. It's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Wants to throw on third down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Offense set on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Getting some heat. It's caught. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that are always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. This BYU offense set up with another first down. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. BYU with the 1st and 10. He'll put the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a man in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He finds his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, BYU! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Badger! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
On second down, wants to throw it. Got his man in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for...
He's loose. Touchdown, BYU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by just 1 over Jacksonville State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quickly complete. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
He's going to take off. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
All right, there's still life in the opponent because this team just had a chance to pad their lead with that field goal try. They knock it off the post. We've still got a good ball game.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working on the right. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Wisconsin! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the 4th quarter, 1 possession games, QB drops back and makes these 1st downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
He wants to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. He's looking for a man on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, BYU.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's got him, and they convert. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Looking to throw. Floating away. That will be the final play as they make